Hey guys, it's Abby, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 underrated books. I only actually own the physical copy of one of these books, which is shameful, but also So, I'm going to start with that one. This is The Universe vs. Alex Wood by Gavin Extance. I picked this up because of the cover. I thought the cover was pretty, so I picked it up. It is about a young boy who was hit on the head by a meteorite and then ends up going on a trip, let an old man take his life in, is it Switzerland? Is it Switzerland? Probably Switzerland. And this is just really harrowing. This book, I picked it up because it was pretty and I was like, yeah, sure, it sounds interesting. It's so amazing the way that it delves into the human psyche and really twists off topic in a way that you wouldn't expect. Both books I've read by Gavin Extance did this, where he just takes everyday human life and manages to put a twist on it that you don't really expect. Like, it's still completely 100% realistic. This is definitely contemporary. The reason that I enjoy it more than like a standard contemporary is because it does have that twist where you wouldn't normally see a book written about it, essentially. I really enjoy this. Definitely recommend checking this one out. Next up is Beneath the Surface by Rebecca Langham. This is a sci-fi book that I got from NetGalley. It is about essentially racism, but not from skin colour. It's like in the future and stuff like that, and people below ground are seen as lesser than people above the ground. It just delves into that whole thing. You can kind of guess where it goes. It obviously takes a lot of cues from racism that we have. I just think it's done incredibly well, but I've not heard anyone talk about it. And this is a book I really want to pick up myself and own a physical copy of. I really enjoyed it. I will happily shoot down in flames a NetGalley book if I don't like it. This I was expecting to dislike. I don't know why I picked it up, but I adored it and I'm so glad that I got it. It's so good. Then we have The Call by Peadar. This is an Irish author, if you couldn't guess by his name. It's a YA book and it's teenagers who get called into this creepy other world. It gives me the Devouring Grey vibes, but I read this first. So if you've read The Devouring Grey, kind of same sort of thing. I've only read The Call. There is a sequel that I cannot remember, The Invasion or something, and I really want to read it. I borrowed this from an old friend, which is why I don't own a physical copy of it. It was absolutely amazing and I'm very grateful for her recommendation because it's a great book. Then Cold Bath Street. Oh god, who's the author? I can't remember. This I read because it is set in Preston, which is where I went and did my undergrad. It's not a big city, it's barely a city. So when there was a book about it, me and my bookish friend Ash went, oh my god, we need to read it. The reason I don't own a copy is because I borrowed Ash's copy because she got the last one from the bookshop. I'm still jealous. This is an amazing ghost story that actually really relies heavily on ghost stories around Preston, and it was really cool to obviously learn more about the city that I was in, but on top of that it is just a well written book anyway. Nice and creepy, but it's YA so it doesn't go too far for those of us who aren't that keen on horror. Hi. And lastly, a middle grade / 8 to 12 book is The Eye of the North by Sinead O'Connor? Am I making that up? Sinead O'Hart? Sinead something. It's another Irish author and another book that I got from NetGalley, and I really enjoyed this one. They end up going to the North Pole and there's weird monsters and creatures and there's a lot of like ethical stuff brought in. It's a really great middle grade book. These I find really hard to talk about because seeing as I don't have them in front of me, that always kind of jogs my memory, and this is the only one I have. So I do find them more difficult to talk about, which is a real pity, but I do need to get them and hold them and tell you about them. I really do recommend. So to summarise, there's a middle grade Eye of the North, 2 YAs, which is The Call and Cold Bath Street. They're both creepy, really great. Then there's Beneath the Surface, which is a sci-fi, and then there's Universe vs. Alex Wood, which is a contemporary but like an odd one. And those are my underrated books. Nice quick little video today. I'll link Alex's channel down below in the description as always, and let me know if you've read any of these books or if I have persuaded you to with my very limited explanations of what they are. Or just ask me for further explanations. I'll probably do better typing it out. Why am I a booktuber? Thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!